My own identity, in the context of this business environment, is circumscribed by the specification that my principal responsibility, expertise, and inclination lie in the domain of mounted or self-propelled firearms whose weight significantly exceeds that of the class known as small arms and light weaponry, particularly the practical knowledge involved in operating said equipment with hostile intent. Furthermore, I solemnly avow that the device which I am presently demonstrating by means of gesture is the singular object among extant weaponry of which I assert sole possession. The aforementioned machine measures 150 standard units of mass in the international system, and in addition, each singular example of the ammunitions discharged from it, the casings of which are disfigured by means of cutting, boring, grinding, or shearing to take on a tailored yet irregular shape, possesses a financial value of $200, while the amalgam of such discharges under typical firing conditions proceeds with a frequency of 10,000 cycles in every minute. To highlight the magnitude of the figures just described, I submit to you the arithmetical derivation that the economic expenditure implied by the operation of this firearm in a period not to exceed 12 seconds is no less than the value of $400,000. I proclaim to the deity of the local and current ethnic, cultural, linguistic, national, and religious community, the revelation unfolding before my very eyes has astonished me, for it appears that person or persons unknown have made physical and deliberate contact with my affectionately named keepsake. Perforce I inquire as to the identity or identities of the offending party, under the pretext that such contact is unambiguously interdicted by myself. Indeed, I demand to be informed by those within earshot of this utterance, who is guilty of this trespass upon the weapon counted amongst my property. There are examples of persons who are of the belief that my greatest efforts are not sufficient guarantee that I shall prevail against them in contests of intelligence. The content of such belief may yet be found to hold true. It is possible. I adduce to this admission a scientific theorem, which in my observation I have been unable to disprove, that there are no examples of persons who are capable, with recourse only to their intelligence, of outmatching small metal projectiles encased in cartridges, at least when ejected from the barrel of a device by either mechanical or explosive means, such as in the manner concerned by the speciality of my comrades or my aforementioned own. Hearken, mine enemies, to this mockery of your infantile wailings and inarticulate pleas. Your distress fills me with a delight whose visceral power is quite arresting to my person. I exhort you to shed further tears, while such action is not at all likely to produce any relevant effect. Merciful heavens, I reflect that my preceding turn of phrase was particularly droll.